Yeah.
Oh, hello and welcome back to The Finish Line, proudly sponsored by Hollywoodbets.
I was just giving Andrew a winner for tomorrow.
He's also giving out to me.
Paris Lights, first race at the Curragh.
Speaking of the Curragh, go on, tell fucking fly. See this fly.
Did you do welcome back to the finish? Did you say that? Hello, and that did you do that?
Do you know what you didn't do live in ages?
Yeah, we haven't been live.
We're back live.
Hello,
on Sunday.
and welcome back to the finish.
We had a few technical issues.
Proudly sponsored by Hollywoodbets, a superb South African company looking to break the Irish market and doing a very good job. How was that?
You looking for a job?
No, I have a job.
Okay.
If they want to give me money, I'll take it though.
Hence the job.
All sponsorship.
Welcome.
Take it.
They are hosting their first.
It's not my birthday either. Before anybody else wishes me a happy birthday
to you.
I really
He's so greedy. He has 2 birthdays in 1 year.
I really appreciate all the well wishes. Thank you very much. It's not my birthday.
I brought him a cake and he's so ungrateful.
My great friends here in this building changed it on Facebook so many times that I am unallowed to change it back unless I delete my Facebook and start a new one, which I'm not doing. So this happens every year, once a year.
Not like you have many friends on Facebook, so why not?
Thanks. What were you saying about the Curragh?
I got you a cake this morning.
What were you saying about the Curragh?
And you were like,
I had some of it.
Did you?
Yeah, it's nice.
See, made that myself. Hollywoodbets are having their first Hollywoodbets day at the Curragh tomorrow, Thursday, the 14th of October. Just ring bloody Coke up and ask them for it instead of doing this. NFL hats. So they are having their first Hollywoodbets day at the Curragh tomorrow.
New era.
So tell us about the Curragh. Who makes these?
No,
5 races tomorrow at the Curragh. Every race that Hollywoodbets are sponsoring tomorrow, they are money back second to the SP favourite. And if you're at the Curragh tomorrow, you will have a chance of winning an all-expense paid trip to Brentford v Everton next month. No catches. Fill out your name, put it into a box, and after the last race, the winner gets pulled out. Bada bing, bada boom, you go watch Brentford v Everton. That's it.
I'd like to go to that.
Well, come up to Curragh.
No, I'm working.
It's your own boss. Get it off.
You can't. No, you can't do that with it. No.
You can't.
No, you can't.
You're thinking about it.
I'm not.
Yeah. Anyway, we're here and we are talking about. Well, Tom's not here actually. People might know.
His wedding was good.
A very good wedding.
Very good wedding. Nice hotel.
Pity about the company.
Thanks.
Great company.
Breakfast was tremendous.
Everything was tremendous.
Yeah, it was great.
Rooms were tremendous. Wine was tremendous.
Actually, I can't much talk about the pints because I didn't have any draft. I was drinking bottles of Corona, so
yeah, everything was just spot on. Tom is back. When's Tom back? This day 2 weeks.
Yeah,
this day 2 weeks. Tom will be back, refreshed, and
we're dressed like twins.
We are, and I've too lazy to take this off, and he won't take it off either.
Take it off.
Take it off. Take it off. Anyway. Champions weekend, British Champions weekend, day, not weekend, champion. I'm like you now. British Champions Day is on this weekend, so we are going to concentrate on the main races. We're just going to leave out the handicap.
Let's get down to business.
You can see it now. People might notice this now. Have you noticed anything different between Dave last week and Dave this week?
I ate at 4:00.
Dave this week is fed.
I ate at 12:30, so I changed my eating times for Wednesday. At 12:30, at 4:30, so I'm not per se starving like I have been.
You're not hungry.
I'll have food when I go home, but like I'm not angry because I'm so hungry, and I'm not that tired.
And I got your Coke.
Got some Coke. Nice Coke Zero. Don't like full strength.
Anyway, we start with the long distance cup, Group 2 over 2 miles. Betting is True Chance 6-4, Stradivarius 4s. Hamish is 6s, search for songs 5, Princess Zoe 5s. Baron's Samity is 7-1, and Bigger the rest. On his run in Paris, True Chance surely wins again.
Yeah, but the ground is drying out though.
I know, it's strange, and this is kind of after Scupper and one or main bets that we do every year in this. Not in this race, but at this card.
Oh, yeah. The ground is drying out. If he does run, he'll probably win, but he might be taken out because the ground, he won't run on good ground.
It's officially good to soft right now, but it's not going to rain anytime soon.
They've not let him run all year. If
last run of the season, though, they might change their mind to just leave him do it.
I don't know, because he'll probably win everything next year if it's off ground again. I like Hamish. I think William Hagg's going to have a good day.
I don't know what way to look at this.
I'm not backing Trushan.
No, I'm not a fan of Trushan. I just can't get on board with it.
I can't get over the fact that he didn't win the race at Newcastle.
He raced like an absolute pig that day. That's what I can't get out of my head.
That's in my head all the time. When is he going to do that again?
And you know what? There's a horse that also it's really good, but I just can't take to it. One today, Galvin. I just can't take to him for some reason.
It's a nice horse, though. Good horse.
That's for another day, but can't take the Trushan. Stradivarius looked like his legs are gone. Hamish is the improver. Search for a Song is the one. Look, that I backed her last day. She won very well, but she a Curragh specialist is the thing. Baron Samedi needs to bounce back. Princess Zoe needs to bounce back. Bersha Rocco. Look, there's a lot of muchness horses in this, and I'm kind of on the same as you. Hamish is the kind of unexposed horse in this. A 5-year-old. I know he has on figures. He has to find a lot with Trushan, but these are the kind of races at the end of the season that throw up strange winners.
This is a mad meeting.
And it was only just over. It'll be just under 2 weeks since Trushan ran at Longchamp over 2.5 miles, 2 mile 4, 2 mile 2, whatever it was. That's going to take a lot of him because it was bottomless ground. I know he loves it, but that kind of quick turnaround running in
very hard
to do. So yeah, I'm kind of on the Hamish with you as well. Hamish and Search for a Song, just because Search for a Song was just in my head the whole time.
Hamish.
But yeah, going to head Hamish, I would be going for in this. And the price is fair as well.
Progressive.
Yeah. Where did he win the last time? He won on the all-weather. He won at Kempton. He beat Hookham. Hookham, who bolted up then time after that. Behind Fanny Logan. He's a neck to find with Trushan on Newbury running. So on that, look, Trushan probably is out there improving a lot more, but yeah, look, 6-1, I'll take a chance with that. Rightio. This is actually the last proper flat. No, it's not. Breeders' Cup.
That's just
a fun night.
That's fun.
That's like going to the dogs.
Yeah,
you're sitting there throwing your money at stuff. Backing numbers.
Yeah, lose money.
Stall 1 to 7.
Have not lost money the last 2 years though. We managed to back like a big price winner randomly.
Yeah, to get out was an absolute hole. What was it the first year? We probably
I don't know, hurt myself there.
Right, where are we going now? We are going to the British Champion Sprint. Please don't tell me you're going to back this joke again.
Rohan.
Oh, yes. Go on, elaborate.
His track form, his running the Wokingham was very good. He kind of dropped off then after that. I don't know whether the stable form went a bit off or the ground, but he came back to somewhat decent form in the Curragh Flying 5. He was running on at the end. He probably looked the unlucky horse.
Missed the break that day, didn't he?
Yes. The form of that race being franked by KCU already. I think it was a good race, to be quite honest.
On paper, it looks a good race.
And
if you look back on it, he did miss the break quite badly.
I think the winner probably got a good ride. I think Glass Slippers went too early. Winter Power is very good in her conditions and track. So I don't think that was a bad...
Art Power.
Yeah, no, Winter Power was in the...
I thought you were on about this one.
I think that was a good race. And going back 6 furlongs over the Wokingham course, I think he's right, good chance. Dragon Symbol, I like him, but he just finds a way to lose all the time. So
it's going to be boring. I kind of agree with you. Art Power won nicely last time at the Curragh, but it was a race he was very much entitled to win.
Look, when he goes up to Group 1 company, he falls short.
Yeah. Dragon Symbol just does too many things wrong. Look, I know he was technically a winner at Royal Ascot, but he hasn't backed it up since. Rohan, again, look, on form figures on his last 3 runs, you couldn't really give him a chance, but there was a lot to take out of his last run at the Curragh. Missed a break, ran through horses quite well, hit the line well, could be coming back into a bit of form. As Dave said, his run in the Woking, his win in the Woking was extremely good. He comes back to that kind of form, puts him firmly in the mix. This is not a strong Group 1 by any stretch of imagination. You have Art Power, who's, as Dave said, a consistent shite hawk when it goes to Group 1s. Dragon Symbol, who finds the near impossible to win. Creative Force, he needs to bounce back big time again. And then you're going down through Group 2, Group 3 horses. You've Glenn Shields, who won this 2 years ago, is 20-1. You've Happy Romance, who could pop up any day of the week. Brando, who is a proverbial shite hawk. And then you the rest of them are shit. Tom would put up Nando Parado if he was here.
I don't think you were here when we were talking about one race a few weeks ago. I put up Minzad, one of these Shamnan Al Maktoum horses that was injured at the end of last year and we hadn't seen him. But he ran well and was second, but they tend to bounce on their second run after that. So if he ran up the form, he'd have a chance, but I could see him not running
especially
well.
With sprinters, they take a lot out of themselves because they're going flat out from flag fall to flag fall, was it? Flag fall, yeah, from flag fall. It's a long day. I think we're both agreeing on Rohan again. God, it's getting boring. Anyhow, we are moving on again. Third race of the day, the Fillion and Mares Group 1. We've Free Wind, Love, and Le Petit Coco. 11-4 giant favourites. Snowfall 11-2. Albert Flora 7s. Invite 8s. 11-1. Bar the rest. This is. It's one I can't have Love any day of the week whatsoever, especially with Le Petit Coco having our number and it's giving weight away again. Ground probably come back in our favour. Free Wind being very impressive last time. Le Petit Coco, very, very hard horse to pass. Snowfall, I'd be surprised if she runs.
Nothing.
Albert Flora then is probably not up to it. So you're kind of looking at between Free Wind and Le Petit Coco. Would I be right, Dave?
Yeah, Le Petit Coco.
I knew you were.
I told you and Tom to back her about a month ago.
Yeah, look.
I think I've nearly 3 times that price.
Yeah, look, Free Wind was very impressive last day, but needs to obviously he's stepping up in grade, needs to come on again, obviously, but it's a horse that John Gosling does extremely well with. Kind of horse he easily progresses throughout the season. Where was that? Doncaster, 7 lengths winner.
She beat Golden Pass. Yes. Eileen Dover. Yes. Not to be confused with
what you done last Saturday. Okay.
The race before that, she was in France.
That's not a bad race. She won.
Right.
Get there. Come on.
Whereas Le Petit Coco has beaten Thunder Kiss, Amma Grace, Willow, all decent horses. And then obviously the last day she beat Love and Thundering Knights, Una Data, some other horse in there. She's way better for her. And she's progressed. They're both progressive. But Paddy Toomey is going to get his grade 1. I thought he had it in France with Pearls Galore. Space Blues came flying on the outside.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the one. After putting up Pearls Galore twice, he's going to get it with this one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm torn between the two of them. It'll probably come down to how I feel on the day.
Don't be torn. Frankie will do what Frankie does.
Do you know what'll sway me?
Backwards.
Le Petit Coco. Just because of her name.
Oh, yeah.
But look, I know what you're saying. I think it's between the top two. If Free Wind comes on again from that run the last day, she's going to be banging the mix. Le Petit Coco has the form in the book, has Love in her pocket. Love is not the horse she was. End of story. Whether she didn't train on this year, can you really say she didn't train on? She didn't progress as much as they probably thought she was going to. But yeah, I think this is one of the races where you just concentrate on the top two and hope you pick the right one. Now, Queen Elizabeth II Stakes. Probably the best race on the card. We've Palace Pier, who is 13-day favourite. Bahid is 7-4. Alcohol Free 7s. Master of the Sea at 7s. The Revenant 7s. Mother Earth 14s and 16-1. Bigger the rest. Top two, or I was kind of keen on the Revenant until the rain just stopped, and he should have won it at Longchamp last day.
Bloody Pellier is back on him still, like.
I know. All his form figures say that ground needs to be at least soft for him to show his best. Palace Pier bombed out. Bombed out in this race last year.
Yeah, it was this, yeah.
Bahid looks an absolute monster. Where do you go?
I think there'll be a turn up in this race.
Ben Battle.
No. If the Revenant runs, I'm happy to back him, because surely they wouldn't run him if they didn't think the ground was soft enough.
But they've nothing else to run him in.
I think Mother Earth has a chance, to be honest.
Do you? You have a thing for her.
I do. I just can see Palace PR putting in a bad run again, end of the year. Boyd, I think I'm willing to take him on. He'll probably be shorter on the day. I'd say people will back him. He'll probably be a 5-4. I'll take him on at that price.
Yeah, look, Palace Pier has more or less had the same preparation. Well, I say more or less the same preparation. He's had the same kind of amount of days break between his runs. But the only thing that's changed, so this is totally contradicting what I just said. He had a 62 break coming into this last year. He had a 61-day break going into his last run against Poetic Flair. So he's not going to be like he's going to need a bit of sharpening up.
Out of the top two in the betting, I'd pick Palace Pier now. 100%. Even giving the weight away, right? Boyd, I know I didn't like his grade 1 in France. People are like, oh, he can only but win. He's blah, blah, blah. The Order of Australia, right? That horse is a dog.
Breeders' Cup winner, man.
He's a dog. Yeah. Victor Ledorm, a dog. Snow Lantern, a dog.
Excuse me.
November, a dog. A French dog. Lope E. Fernandez, the king of being a dog.
And leave him alone. He's a legend.
One of the worst, and I mean the worst, Group 1 miles I've ever seen since I started watching race. That's the truth.
The worst.
One of the worst, yeah. It's terrible.
It's not a great race. Look, his form figures are there for everyone to see. He's unbeaten. He's only going to keep improving.
You could put a saddle on your dog and he would have done well in that race.
My dog barely walks across the fucking road.
Palace Pier's form is miles better than Boyd's.
Can I finish my sentence? His form figures don't lie. Palace Pier, as you said, form, what he's done, and just as a horse in general, he's battle hardened. He knows these kind of races, but he hasn't been in a right battle yet. Can he do it? He might be able to do it. He's £4 to find on my official ratings, where I would think Palace Pier is a lot further away in ratings than he is to that. Palace Pier 13.8 is a sharp price to take. Yeah, but if you take Bahid out and you were getting 13.8, bar him, you'd be all over it. You're just hoping that Bahid is not as straight as, it's not straight, but as battle hardened as Palace Pier when the chips are down and the whips are out. Who's going to find the most? And to me right now, Palace Pier will know what to do quicker. Well, Bahid might take him a half a furlong to get going, where Palace Pier could be gone. Race over. So,
yeah, for me, I'd be backing the Revenant if he runs anyway. He's ran the race twice. He was second to King of Change, who I think was going to be a superstar, only for getting injured, and then won it last year. So yeah. his whole season is geared around this race.
If a lot of rain suddenly came, he would be the bet in this. But as of now, the way the ground is going, Palace Pier, I think, is the one they all have to beat. But yeah. Yeah, Palace Pier for me. Now, Champion Stakes, the final one of this week. We have Miss Riff in at 11 to 8. Adiyar is 15 to 8. Adabe is 7s. Dubai Honor 7s. Snowfall 10s. 12 to 1. Bigger the race. Another race that is kind of scupper. We were talking about this for ages. A horse that we're going to back for this. Every year we've done it. The last 2 years came second and won it last year. And that's Adabe. Doesn't look like he's going to get his ground this year.
Yeah, I'll back him.
Do you still think he has enough to...
Yeah, I think that if there's any soft in the description, he's okay.
Hmm?
You don't need heavy, but he not going to win if there's no... Like, if it's good to soft, I think he's all right.
Even on that, I think it'll take one hell of a performance to beat Misriff. His performance last time out now was just... It was one of them, the wow factor kind of performance. It was... Christ, what have we just watched? He looked like a monster going through the race. He beat Alan Kerr by 6 lengths. Love was back in third. Mohafet, it was fourth. Max Swiney was fifth. Alcohol free. And Wallen Cano. He battered him.
Do you think that was a good race?
It was an alright race. But look how he won it.
Take alcohol free out of it because she didn't stay.
But look how he won it.
He did. He won
but you can't just say that about that. But what's he done prior to that?
He won by 6 lengths from Alan Kerr.
On the fucking bridle.
And Love. We've already discussed that Love is now useless.
Yeah. Right, if St. Mark Basilica was running this, how far does he win it by?
Yeah, but
Dave
finished ahead of Mischief when they met.
I know. Yeah, but you know what? You know the excuse behind that. John Gosling said I didn't work him enough. And clearly he came on a ton for the run.
Do you think he doesn't lie?
Do you not think even by your looking at it, he went and he blew up?
Why are you talking yourself out of it back in a Dave?
I'm not talking myself out about it.
He gave 6 to 4 on Mischief, 9 to 1 on a Dave. And a Dave finished ahead of him last time they met.
I'm playing devil's advocate here on what?
Just play God then.
I'm trying to drag this out a bit longer because it's on 20 minutes and we're nearly done.
Something's biting me.
Love bites don't come back. But on his form alone in the race is the best. It is. Dave is down winning things in Australia. Fucking Australia.
Randwick.
What's your man bloody that used to be trained by Aidan O'Brien? Sir Dragony. He's winning goddamn grade ones down there.
Sir Dragony.
If the ground is a fair ground, I cannot see anything beating Mischief. If he turns up in the form he did the last day, they won't beat him. Will a Dave come second? At worst, yes. That's where I think at worst he'll be second. I think it's between the two of them. Adiyar, don't like him. Dubai Honor, no thanks. Snowfall, no. I think it's a 2-horse race in my eyes. And I think the reverse forecast might be a bet that I'll be looking at. But I think Misriff turns up in the form that he was the last day. He will be very, very hard to beat. Now, I know you're going to say, look, he bet me this before he beat him by 11 lengths or whatever it was.
No,
he's a different horse now, though.
I didn't say it.
I know.
Adiyar is a good horse, but I couldn't be backing him after running in the arc.
No, he's just too much for bounce back there.
Adabe. Nap.
Ooh, he just jumped it. This is literally all we're talking about this weekend. Right, Nap's the next best. Dave's your Nap.
What about the last race?
Sorry, I didn't do that. The things for the
Balmoral.
I didn't actually look at this. My bad. It's been a crazy day with the Curragh tomorrow. Right, the Balmore, I will give you a quick run through. Sunray Major is around the 3-1 mark. King Leonidas is 5s. Aldari is 7s. Nugget is 9s. Modern News 14s. Escobar 16s. And 18 to 1. Bigger the rest. Right, Dave. Give us a bit of wisdom here now.
Sure, I have no idea.
What the fuck are we talking about it then for?
No, I'm only joking. Depending on the draw,
Jesus
but
Christ.
I like Nugget. Ryan Moore, Richard Hannon, progressive horse. He won well the last day. Usually there's one or two jump out at me in this at bigger prices, but some of them are just very poor horses. There will be stuff run into places now at big prices. But I think at the top of the betting, he's the most likely one to win.
Have been a Star of Orion. Runs well at this track, if I'm not mistaken. We'll just look at his form. He was second, beating a short head in the international stake, the Heritage Handicap. He was beating short head in that. Sorry, Busker was behind him that day. Yeah, I think I'll have a bit of a go at him. He's beaten 14.5 lengths time before that. Yeah, I'll have a bit of him. That'll do for me. Star of Orion in that. Kettles Hill as well. If he bounces back to form, could play a big part 25s. Now we're done. Nap's the next best.
Nap Dave, next best Rohan.
Nap Palace Pier. Next best Rohan, eh? No. Yeah, Rohan. Next best Rohan.
Yeah,
Rohan.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the no game show.
Should do that. Right, no, that was short and sweet this week, 25 minutes, but we are back with our Cheltenham Festival anti-post videos, which we're recording straight after this, and it will be up Thursday morning. And we will be back on Sunday for a talk.
Cheltenham.
Sounds great. Do you want to? No, like, I know we're a small bit in this, 25 minutes into this. I know which way we're going. But we didn't do talking points last week. Few points. Brave man's game. What did you make of him? Are people getting carried away already after winning a Mickey Mouse race around wherever it was? Where was it, Macaraisin or fucking?
Yeah. He bet the big snail away.
The big yak away.
And he fell. And then
Fusels. I'm
Fusel raffles.
I remember
people were backing that thing for the Arkle last year. That's, you need your head checked. Yeah, too much hype. Bob Ollinger bet him by about 7 million lengths, and Gayard and Manil will beat him again if they meet in the RSA. So
yeah, I'm not. These are the things where you see the markets. He's gone into favourite already. He's literally popped around market racing, having a little schooling session, beating a thing that I'd pass on a home straight. He fell at the last, if I'm not mistaken.
He did. He's quite tired.
Fusel Raffles, how Daryl Jacob didn't get pulled for a schooling session, I'll never know.
Yeah, sure.
And I don't even know what was fourth or third by the way they finished.
Yeah, he won me for me anyway.
And people are mesmerised by his jumping. He aired a lot of them. He's very careful. Not careful. He's very...
Well, he wasn't quick. He wasn't
that's
like...
the word. Yeah, that's the word.
He wasn't quick. He wasn't vautour like.
No, it was... where you want to see if people... for me to be impressed by something, you're going, boom, landing, running. He was going up, down, and just...
He wasn't shishkin, like flicking through him. Like.
Yeah. I know people are going to say, oh, he's a 3-mile chase, or, oh, they're not that... 3-mile chases are not slow over fences.
I wasn't impressed anyway.
Either was I. He did not pass the eye test. Anything else? I'm trying to go through the results here now. I should have been prepared for this.
Nicky Henderson's horses are back in form.
Yes. A lot of them are running quite well. I'm just going through Cheps though here. All Mankind beat over Hurdles on his comeback. Not a shock, really. There's nothing really standing out now that ran at Cheps though. Dave, help me here quickly.
I can't.
I don't. Galvin today?
I thought it was
a nice performance.
I thought it was a nice performance, yeah. Surely a national horse now, is he?
I think so. I don't get this whole Gold Cup talk.
What?
Yes. Oh, Twitter went mental with Gold Cup talk. I was just sitting there looking at this. I'm not even going to bother.
Gold Cup. Animix hasn't won a race in 8 years.
Oh, he's 50. He's 50 to 1 day, though.
And the Brahma, he won't run in the
Value.
Gold Cup.
Value doesn't... Shit.
And the Brahma cow is...
The Brahma cow, I'd lap him. Animix hasn't won a race since he's been favoured for the Supreme Novice Hurdle 6 years in a row.
The Gold Cup? Are you serious?
What?
The Gold Cup.
I swear on your life, people have ranting and raving about this thing for the Gold Cup. I don't get it whatsoever. Have they not seen who's in the Gold Cup? There's horses like twice as good as him. I genuinely don't get what people see.
Yeah.
You have Manila Indo still in there. You have Absolute Hard in there.
Manila.
I still can't say it. I guess Right, hold up now. I'm going to get the bet in front of me. Can't believe I'm bitter at one of these today as well. Gold Cup.
Netherlindo.
Shetland Gold Cup. Right, so you've Netherlindo, Appletar, Enfield, Chantry House, Album Photo, Champ, Delta Work, Alaho, Shiskin. Why did I even bother putting Shiskin in that? He's gone from 50s into 33s on the back of that.
Wow.
I don't get that whatsoever. Like,
Delta work. Fuck me.
now Delta Work should be twice the price of that. Delta Work was 20-1. Wouldn't touch him in the barge pole. Champ needs to go back over hurdles. Album Photo's legs are probably gone at this stage. Chantry House, another horse I don't get.
Don't look like a good race this year,
No,
does it?
Envoy Allen walks fast.
Roy Allen. Fast walker.
Applutar,
Boy.
Applutar, Lindo again. Because you look, Alaho is not going to run here. Shiskin is not going to run here.
We're done through the rest of them.
Asterian Kaboom is not going to run here. Nermani's not. Esper de Romane, no. Clownbaum West, give me a fucking break.
Why money on Eclat the rear is looking lovely now.
Eclat the rear 50s. I get that. Santini, give me 100 and I still won't back him. Cloth Cap, no. Eclat the rear 50s, fair play. Imperial Aura, high horse. Fiddler on the roof. Needs to jump off a roof. Faki Didari.
Fiddler on the roof. Chepstow. December 27th. Welsh National.
Yeah.
Soft ground. 8 miles.
Next destination, Lart, All Mankind, Street Last St. Calvin,
Mr. Fisher.
Mr. Fisher, won't he make it down to the start?
Yep.
As of right now, that's a 2-horse race.
I'm on the winner. Eclat the rear.
Henry Romhead, 1, 2, 3. No, we're not. We wait to get the price for it before we tell anyone about the plan of a certain horse.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Eclair.
Oh, yeah.
You get the price first.
Glad I got 50s on that.
That's not a bad show. But yeah, right, we're going to talk about our Cheltenham Festival video next anyway. So we might rant on a bit more on that. So if you want to hear more about Cheltenham Festival Antibiotics videos, we are going to be recording that live. So again, thanks for watching. Keep liking, subscribing, and we'll see you on our